Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry about the lighting, it's kind of dark outside and normally I use the daylight, but it's been kind of a busy day and a busy week. So today I'm going to talk about 5 tips to help you get ready for your fitness journey and to just get started. So let's go on into the video. Alright, tip number 1 is start small. You don't have to immediately go get a gym membership. You don't have to work out every single day. You don't have to go all at once because that's just going to burn you out. And everybody thinks like, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to stick with it. But then what they do is, like I said, they burn themselves out and then they get disappointed in themselves and then that's why it ends quickly. But if you start small, like 1 or 2 days a week, go on a walk outside or do some sit-ups and push-ups in your room. Start small so you don't get in over your head and get overwhelmed and think that it's the end of the world if you miss something, because it's going to be okay if you do. Also, that helps a lot with building it up. When I first started working out, I only did probably 2 or 3 days a week, and that was because I had my dad to make sure that I went to the gym. He already had a membership and he was like, you need to come with me and we're just gonna start small. And so that's what I did. I just walked on the treadmill at first, or I walked outside and all that type of stuff. So just start small. Alright, tip number 2. Tip number 2 is don't get upset over missed days, or if you cheat on eating healthy. You're gonna have missed days. Even now, a year later, I just missed a gym 2 days in a row because I hurt my shoulder, and yeah, it sucks, but you're gonna have missed days. You also need rest days. Rest days are really important to make sure that your muscles can refuel themselves, rebuild, and just be better in general for you to actually, be able to keep going. When you get upset over missed days, that's when people start, like I said, start to back off and they get disappointed in themselves. They don't want to go to the gym anymore. They think basically that they failed, and they get into the mindset of, I don't want to try again because I failed the first time, so I'm going to fail the second time. But even with eating healthier, if you miss a day or you have a cheat day, those are okay. Don't get upset at yourself. Everybody misses a day. Everybody has a cheat day. Everybody struggles sometimes. Even if that day turns into a week and that week turns into a month, as long as you start again and keep going, it's gonna be okay. That's the whole point, is just to make sure you keep up with it, in a sense of you don't get disappointed and you don't quit completely. But as long as you go back to it, say like you had a whole week where you just had a cheat week and you missed the gym, you missed your workouts, but you want to get back into it and you get back into it and you keep going. That's the part that matters, is that you keep going. Tip number 3. This tip I learned from actually a pretty famous YouTuber, is Whitney Simmons. She basically taught me that fitness isn't a diet, eating healthy isn't a diet, but it's a lifestyle. If you get into the mindset of it's a lifestyle and you don't think, oh, this is a diet or this is like what I have to do now. But if you get into the mindset of it being it's a lifestyle, you have your whole life to get better at it. So like, which ties in with the first 2. If you miss a day or if you get in over your head, just remember it's a lifestyle. You have your whole life to make improvements. This is your way of living now. You're not going to go in and be like, oh, I'm only doing this for 30 days and then quitting. You're doing this for the rest of your life, and you're making your life better, changing your lifestyle, changing the way you live on a daily basis. And that, just looking at the big picture of it's gonna be okay because I have my whole life to improve, actually helps. It helps me a lot, because I'll get days to where I feel like I haven't made any progress or I haven't been as good as I could be, and then I think, well, this is my lifestyle, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, or for a long portion of my life, just be fit and healthy. I have my whole life to improve on it, to get better at it. So that is probably my most favorite tip, is it's a lifestyle. It's not a diet, it's not a fad, it's a lifestyle. Number 4. Okay, so this one is gonna be kind of like a little, you're gonna be like, nah, that's not really, what I want to do. But trust me, when you're trying to lose weight and you're going to the gym and you're building muscle, your weight may not change. Don't weigh yourself and think, oh, because my weight hasn't changed, I haven't gotten any better at this, or I haven't lost any weight. Muscle weighs more than fat. I haven't seen a change in my weight in an entire year, but I've measured myself and I've taken pictures and I can see that I have lost fat and I have gained muscle, but my weight hasn't changed. So if I were just to go by weighing myself, I wouldn't know that I've actually made progress. Like, I would still think that I'm just as bad off as I was a year ago. But because I've taken measurements and I've taken pictures and I can compare them every 2 weeks, every 2 months, every year, I can see that I have made progress. And I really recommend doing that. And I know if you're in the super beginning and you're like, oh, I don't want to take pictures of myself, I don't want to see myself like that, take pictures of yourself. Because even going within just 2 months, taking a picture and comparing it 2 months later, there are these tiny differences that you will see, but it takes time. Tip number 5. So tip number 5 is be patient, because it does take time. Like I said, for tip number 4, it takes time. It's not going to be something that happens overnight where you feel like you've eaten healthy for 2 days and you worked out for 2 days and you haven't immediately gained any muscle or lost any fat. It takes time. It takes a long time. I'm at a year and I want to say 3 months, and I was kind of disappointed in my comparison pictures, my progress pictures, because I still at that point, even a year later, had it in my head like, oh, it's been a year, it's been a while, so I'm gonna have these big dramatic differences. But even then, you don't, unless you're going super hardcore like I wasn't in my first 6 months. It takes time to see super big dramatic changes, and people even 2 years later are just now starting to see their big dramatic changes. So just stay patient with it and it'll happen. It'll be there. Don't get discouraged if you haven't seen any progress or you haven't physically seen any progress. If you feel better mentally and physically, then that is progress all in itself. Just feeling better, eating healthier. If you know you're eating better than what you normally do, or you know you're more active than what you normally do, that's progress anyway. If you feel like you haven't been doing as good as you normally could, or you want to do better, then do better. Don't beat yourself up about it, because when you do that, then you're tearing your mind down, and that's not something that's good. You need good mental health to help with your physical health. I think that mental health is probably the most important thing above your physical health, because unless your health, your mental health is good, it doesn't really matter what your body looks like, because if you're doing it for the way you look or the way you feel, it doesn't matter if you have a 6-pack abs and a nice butt, but if your mental health isn't there, then it's not going to matter. So you need, especially if you need rest days or anything, just for mental health, not even for your physical health, take them. It's going to be okay if you miss a day. It will be okay if you don't see progress on your progress pictures. It'll be okay if you get overwhelmed at first and you want to quit. Just remember, you can do it, and it will, in the end, be worth it. It's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's something that you work for every day, but in the end, it's totally worth it. And it really doesn't even end. It just keeps going, and the more you see progress, the more you'll love it. The better you feel, the more you love it. It's just, with working out and eating healthy, feeling better mentally, in a sense, will come with feeling better physically. I found that I feel happier. I don't have as bad of depression or anxiety or any aches or pains as much if I go to the gym more often, if I eat healthier, if I stick with it. I can tell if I've missed a couple weeks at the gym, or a couple days to a couple weeks. I have missed a couple weeks before at the gym, because then my joints will start hurting, or I'll feel really sluggish, I'll feel really tired. It's it helps you feel better all around, just being healthy and working out. I'm gonna add a sixth little tip in here. If your friends want you to go out with them, or you want to go on vacation and not have to worry about it, don't let it stop you from living your life. If your friends want to go out and go to the Cheesecake Factory and have cheesecake. If you want to go to Dunkin' Donuts and you want a donut, have a donut. Don't deprive yourself, because depriving yourself is going to make you crave it all the way up until you just can't stop when you eat it. Because that's what I used to. For me, this is from a personal experience. When my dad first started, helping me with this, he told me not to deprive myself, but I did, and I didn't have any sugar or cakes or anything. And it got to a point of when I did eat it, I would binge eat all of it and make up for the few months that I didn't have it. So now I'm at a point where I can have it, but portions matter. I'm not going to go have 3 donuts, but I might have a half or a whole donut, but I'm not going to have it every single day, every week, or every month. It's like, if you want to, like I said, if you want to go out with your friends and have cheesecake, go out with your friends and have cheesecake. Don't think that you can't do those things anymore, because it'll be okay if you do. It's not going to ruin all your progress. You're not going to gain 10 pounds just by eating one piece of cheesecake. It'll be okay. Alright guys, so that's the 6 tips that I had for you today, and I hope you enjoyed. If you have any more for me or anything else that you've thought of, or if you have any questions, you can comment down below, or you can DM me on Instagram, and I'll put my Instagram in the description box down below. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.